Over time, Tom, of course, we will begin to see Andy Jassy's own leadership style. So I wonder, what does he bring to the table that builds on or is different from the way that Bezos ran Amazon?
Well, he's been, totally immersed in the Amazon culture for 20 years. And so I think we're going to see a lot of continuity. Everyone's different a little bit. But, he's similar to Jeff in a lot of ways. He's very inventive. With AWS, he's had to build something from nothing. It really is like a startup. And they have been incredibly innovative at AWS. They've stressed, changes every year. I think they have like 300 new apps every year to serve their customers. So I think, we're going to continue to see a lot of the same. There's no question that he's going to go from AWS to the whole company, and it's a big, complicated company. But Andy's also been sitting on the what they call the S team, which is the top 12 or 14 people, and they meet once a week for 3 or 4 hours, and they discuss all the big issues of the company. So Andy, even though he's been, as he sort of said, a single-threaded leader on AWS, he's very much participated in the decisions for the whole company and been part of that. So it's not like he doesn't, know about all aspects of the company.
Right, and that S team that you referred to, really seen as sort of Bezos's inside group that has had such a big hand in running the company for such a long time. But okay, let's talk a little bit about the differences then between perhaps AWS and the rest of the company. Bezos is known for his customer obsession, not focusing on the competition, but Andy Jassy has spent the last decade plus building Amazon's cloud unit and really fending off rising competition from the likes of Microsoft and Google. So I wonder, do you think that we could start to see an Amazon that maybe does pay a little bit more attention to what the competition is doing?
I think the culture of paying attention to the customer as opposed to the competition is so strong. I mean, the competition is always there, but I think really the essence of the point is that they make decisions based on the customer. And if they do well by the customer, they're going to, they'll take care of the competition. And Andy, when they started AWS, the big companies, they weren't interested at all in outsourcing their computer services. And everybody thought Amazon was crazy. And so they focused on startups and, very small companies. And those companies were delighted not to have to buy big servers and deal with peaks of demand. And then gradually, they started dealing with big companies. And for at least 4 or 5 years, the big companies sort of sat there. IBM, Google, Microsoft, they all had incredible server resources and could have jumped in. So Amazon had the luxury, and Jeff particularly marvels at the fact that they kind of got a 4 or 5 year lead.
Yeah.
It's very much, they're in a very competitive battle with the others. I mean, Microsoft's a very strong competitor in cloud services.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.